welcome to Beyond Injury Time. Everybody is saying hi. And today will be, as you know, PL is upon us, and we want to discuss how the teams will finish at the end of the season. This time it's a little different concept because CL might have five PL teams, so we are going to discuss top five. All that coefficient system coming into place and UCL design being changed with more teams. There is a high chance that that PL has five teams in UCL. So we'll today discuss about top five, not top four. So let's ask our Liverpool fan, Abhay.
Okay, let me start off with this. Last year's league, in my opinion, was very weak, and the teams at the top, they were doing good, largely because how rest of the league was not doing that good. And this year, I feel like it is exact opposite, and league is very strong, which means top teams are going to get a lot of competition. Okay, with that in place, first position. Okay, I'll start with 5-1 or 1-5. I will go 1-5. That is more unpredictable, I guess. So in PL, I guess you should just leave first position to City, I guess. But I'll be a little bit controversial as a Liverpool fan. I will be. If we get a CDM and if we get a defender, a backup defender, we are there for the first position.
Okay, so there is a if clause. Okay, please note.
There's a if clause. Okay, there's a if clause. So, but I feel like we're going to get it, and the way we are playing, I want to believe that we're going to get there. So, but still, for me, if that doesn't happen or anything, City is first, Liverpool is second, interchangeable. Third, I wanted to say Chelsea and completely boil the blood of my United friends here, but I feel like that probably third is going to be United. They have strengthened where they should have strengthened, I guess, and it's going to be. It's going to be a good season for them. I feel like this is going to be a good season, but third is what they're going to get. Now fourth is see, Arsenal had a fantastic season last year, by the way, and Abhay is going to hate me for it. But from the start, when like last season when it finished, I felt like that Arsenal for the squad that they have and the challenges they're going to have this year is probably going to fall short in the league, and that's why I feel Arsenal is going to be fourth, and Chelsea then fifth. I don't see Newcastle in top five. As good as they played this year, people are going to have Newcastle's number. So that is my five.
जिक्र भी नहीं होता आजकल तो.
It's top five. If it was top
आजकल महफिलों में जिक्र भी नहीं होता हमारा.
See, I'm just going to do good. So that's my pick. Yeah.
Okay. I will start from the bottom probably, since we are doing top five, and like Amit mentioned, we are going to have maybe top five places for the Champions League. So I'll start with fifth. Fifth in my list is going to be Arsenal. Again, I have to disappoint Maheshwari again, because as far as they've strengthened in that midfield and defense, I feel others have strengthened too, and they're going to be much better. So again, Arsenal are going to be falling short this season again.
और एक दो इंजरी हो जाएगी तो फिर एक्सक्यूज भी मिल जाएगा.
वो तो excuse तो है. Arsenal are going to be fifth, and fourth I'll place Newcastle, and there is going to be a tough fight between that fourth and fifth. As we've seen in the last 4 or 5 seasons, the battle for fourth spot is much more than the battle for first and second. The last time that Liverpool won the league was the only time, as far as I remember, there was a proper head-to-head battle. Otherwise, there haven't been one. So fourth is going to be Newcastle. Third, I'm going to place Liverpool for the sole reason that the way Klopp plays and the kind of energy that they have, and they have shown in the preseason, and with probably no Euro. They're going to be playing in Europe, but not at the intensity at which they are playing in UCL, right? So Pool are going to be punching above their weights this season, and they'll come third. And I place I place City second.
Let's cut this one. I am done with it.
If
No,
I
it
was
can happen.
fans.
See,
if
if
I was
Liverpool can
unrealistic, if
see,
I was
at least he's
unrealistic,
not putting
then
any if clause. Like,
Yeah,
if
I
oh
am
my
the,
god.
I am
I'm
just
done with
confident
United
in my
fans.
ranking.
yeah, you
So
can go ahead. Yeah.
I am done
No,
with
no,
I
United
go
place
fans.
ahead.
I place City second. I place City second. I'll just give you my explanation. It's not that unrealistic as you can see. Look,
It's not.
Pep has mentioned multiple times over the last season, right? He has kind of changed his game. The kind of fluidic football that City used to play and won titles, they've actually done away from that and they've changed a bit and he's focused a lot on his defense. So his idea of football, I believe, has changed and he's not much more focused on playing fluidic football and scoring more goals. He just wants to win games now, playing a certain way. And City, I feel, with Haaland, are not a better team than they were without him. That is for
Interesting.
sure. That is for sure. And that is the very reason why I
kind of
place him
agree.
in second.
But they're treble
United are
winners.
going to be at the top. United are going to be winning the title this season. Is what my prediction is. I'm sure even more than half the United fans won't agree with that. But I have seen. I'll tell you a little small thing, and that's going to be my last point. Basically, is that you remember Chelsea season under Conte, which they won that season. So what that has taught us is that you can have a team playing a certain kind of football and propel them to win the title, but that may or may not be the sustainable approach because Chelsea did not do well after he left, right? And I believe United are going to have a very good chance to win this season, but they are not going to be having a proper stronghold on that title the seasons after because we haven't been sustainable. So I feel this is one season where United might nick a title, but we are not going to be keeping up with the race in future seasons. So yeah, that's my table for top
I'll
5.
say everything at the last. Yeah. Okay.
That's why he went from 5 to 1, I believe. Now
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise you would have jumped on me.
that we are going to cut this recording then and there.
Yeah, true.
बाप कोई नहीं
Yeah, I don't I don't know why I was being shy about it. If he can say United, I should just say Liverpool. But
Hey, you had your
Yeah.
time.
You
You're not
tried
thinking
saying
again.
it. You tried saying it, but you put an if
You
clause.
both are equally wrong. Let's
You're
move.
not sure of Klopp
Yeah.
or your team, so that's not
Oh
my fault.
yeah. Sure.
Before
Yeah.
hearing from any other United fan, Abhay Maheshwari.
No. I first want to hear from Ayyar. I just need to make sure how
it'll
far
be
this
like
insanity runs.
two-
Right?
No, it'll be two consecutive United fans speaking. So I'll let you
That's
speak.
why I want to see how far the insanity runs. All right. I just need to ensure that
Insanity runs in the blood.
Amit, then you can go in. You can pitch in.
Sure, man. I will go.
Spurs for the title. Let's go.
Obviously.
No, I'll
Obviously.
start from 1 to 5.
Mhm.
One would obviously be Spurs.
अबे कुछ
Okay, jokes apart. First would be City. I know City is running thin right now. I believe they players are leaving. They are not getting replaced, and I still believe they are low on strengths right now. But again, I believe the window is still open, and City will get those important players to build this squad to challenge for title. I agree in some way when Rajesh said about the fluidity of football that City used to have. We don't have that. City does not have that anymore. But with Haaland there, I believe in the middle years when the fluidity was there, it was because they don't have a perfect striker. Before that, with Aguero, they used to play in similar fashion where the target man was there and they used to target. So Haaland is good. Even if Haaland does not score that many goals, he still takes out a lot of defenders, leaving spaces for other players to pitch in. Right, I still believe Pep can find a solution for the problems for whatever happened, and Pep will still win the league this time.
I even see him dropping Haaland to the bench in some games.
Possible. Alvarez probably.
They have
will
Alvarez
get
there.
there.
That will happen. Alvarez is
Variety in
going to be
attack,
the guy.
yeah.
Hey, I
Yeah.
should have picked Alvarez for top 3 young players. Sorry,
Yeah, it's
we are
okay.
past that.
Yeah. Way past that.
Way past
Yeah.
that.
So second, there will be few people, there will be someone smiling after this. Maybe it will be Liverpool. I believe they will be back this season. They have slipped last time.
First for the
and,
title, man.
Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype that Abhay Jogekar creates here.
Yeah. So Liverpool will end up second. Klopp will find solutions. They have whatever challenges they find in midfield last season. Probably they have fixed it. They right now have few new signings, young blood in their midfield to run those miles and to conquer that midfield. But we have to see how they pan out in PL. But still, I believe Klopp will get a tune out of them, and Liverpool will finish second, and again push City for the title.
They
Not
will
that
play.
hard.
They will play
but-
heavy metal football again.
Correct.
Manish, do you have anything to say about that?
Not now.
Yeah.
Going
I
to
think the heavy
third-
metal is slowly becoming a bit light. Yeah, so let's see.
Light metal.
Going to third, I believe it will be United. United has done good progress, and they have good players. They made good signings, but again, they will be competing on all fronts this season, and that will anyway that might hamper them going for a title because they will be running on all cylinders and on all the competition. They might not have that much depth maybe in the striking positions and those areas. Conversion that has been problem for them last season. They somehow tried to solve it this season, but we'll have to see that with all the fronts coming up, all the Europe, the Champions League as well. So how they run, what team they play on different competitions. So
Yeah.
I still believe they will go strong in top four, but they still need maybe 1 or 2 more years to challenge for the title. But Ten Hag is getting there. So yeah, that is what I feel. Fourth is our Ange boy. Spurs will get into.
Oh my
top four.
God.
I will explain.
Oh,
Spurs
you-
above Arsenal.
oh,
Spurs above
wow.
Arsenal. So you are
Wow.
finally getting
Yeah.
that trophy, top 4 trophy.
So top four, yeah, that is the aim, man. That is the goal for us right now, right? So we'll get
Just like the
fourth
old days.
position. Because what we have seen in past is that when we are focused on PL, we perform better. When we have the whole week to rest, because we don't have bad first 11, right? We never had bad first 11 just because of lot of games here and there. Because at Conte's first season as well, we finished top 4 because there was only one competition we were competing in. You get enough time in the week, and he has made a decent team. Even the team that we have right now, if we play that, I still believe we can finish 4th. And we are still signing more. So yeah, just because we are out of Europe, I believe we can finish top 4. If we were even in Conference League, I would not have put us down there. Right. So that is what I believe. I know it will be difficult in the start of the season. We might start slow, but still I believe we will end on a high, is what I feel. Team is buying to the system, and we are buying to philosophy of Ange. So
Okay.
yeah, fourth.
Who's your
would be-
fifth?
Fifth is very interesting.
Put Arsenal there.
It
Arsenal.
might
Arsenal.
Newcastle.
it
I know.
might sadden few people, but I believe Chelsea would finish fifth. Because rather than giving you a reason why Chelsea is finishing fifth, I'll want to give you a reason why I believe Arsenal will not finish in top 5. Is because the same reason that I don't think they have got enough squad depth. Which they were in the last season to this season. I still believe 1 or 2 injuries, and again they will slip up. In the later half of the season, we have seen Arsenal slipping up there. When they were on a high, they were performing very well, but second half of the season, not that well.
Yeah, one more
Right.
reason they will not finish in top 5 is because they cry too much.
Yeah. So
I mean,
one or
we-
two. Let's say you
Abhay,
injure, you
waiting
get
for his time.
I'm
get
waiting. I'm biding my
you
time.
get Saka injured or Saliba injured, and again we went in the same, because you're fighting for all the
और बारूद भर भाई तू.
for all see, you're fighting for UCL, right? You cannot just rely on PL. You cannot just throw it away. You will put your 100% there as well, and I still believe you don't have that depth in your squad to compete on all fronts right now. So yeah, that is what I believe. And Chelsea, because again the same reason, they have young blood, they have a good manager, and they don't have Europe to fight for. So they will also be focused. They will have, the new coach will have enough time to coach his tactics into the player, enough training, enough. Um, so they can, and first 11. You just need a first 11 and few backup players to compete in one trophy, right?
And then he'll get
So-
sacked in mid-season, right?
Yeah, then he will get sacked in mid-season, then the other manager will come and bring it.
Lampard will come and take over.
Obviously,
Yeah.
yeah, obviously. That's the default.
But yeah, it was very close for me to choose Chelsea or Arsenal. But Chelsea, I still believe that Arsenal did not. Arsenal spent big, but I think they needed depth. So yeah, that is my perspective of top six. And
Manish.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
waiting for him.
In my list, I have Chelsea at number 5. I think Chelsea will benefit from not playing in Europe this year, and they also have a new manager, which is not new at Chelsea. I mean, like every alternate season, they have a new manager. But there are good players in Chelsea, so the freshness, the excitement, and the Pochettino pump will get them to 5th. That is what I think at number 5. And at number 4, I have Liverpool. I think, yeah, they had a poor campaign last season. They will bounce back. They are a tough club, so they have that mentality. They ended the season well. So I think they'll finish 4th. I think Klopp's magic is fading away. I don't think they'll be challenging for the title this year. But yeah, they'll finish 4th. Yeah, that is what I think. And now coming to the top 3, I think it will be a very exciting race between two Manchester clubs and Arsenal. So it will be very close. And regarding Arsenal were not expected to challenge last season, but they did really well. I mean, like they almost won the title. So this time, like now that Arsenal have made a stamp in the league with their performance, they are back. Now they are back with the title contention. But now teams will get their A game against them because they know this team is challenging for the title. So I think that is where Arsenal, also because of European football, that is Champions League this time, I think they might get to 3rd this time, but it will be very close.
Nice.
And now coming to the top 2, I think there is a reason that nobody has won the Premier League 4 times in a row. The reason is the league is so difficult. I mean, it is one of the most difficult leagues in the world, if not the most difficult. So Man City are still the team to beat. They are a machine. They don't have any obvious weaknesses. But yeah, they are not unbeatable. They are the team to beat, but they're not unbeatable. So I think United have a good chance this time because they don't have a like any kind of question mark right from the start of the season. Like last year, United had a lot of question marks with Ronaldo, with the goalkeeper or the defensive. There are no question marks this time. United have also strengthened, and they have strengthened the team in a way that United is tactically stable this time. So I think just like how Arsenal had an outside chance to at the start and they carried on, United has an outside chance this time which they will capitalize, and I'm a United fan, so I have to give it to United. So it will be
there is always
second.
that bias, but yeah.
Yeah, so I think it will be Man City 2nd and United 1. So this is what my list was on.
Bias हो के भी मैं 4th से ऊपर नहीं जा पा रहा हूँ.
ठीक है, चलेगा.
Yeah.
Maheshwari time. Arsene Wenger time.
Maheshwari, I kept Arsenal in top 3.
Yeah. No. And actually speaking, when Amit said that you do not have squad depth, I do agree to a certain extent. To fight for the title, you do require squad depth, and I still believe that we are a winger and a number 6 short. But I believe that we have got a player in Balogun, wherein Monaco is in talks with, right? and we'll get around 40 to 40 million odd. And if we can get a player like Kudus or someone like that who can fill in for the number 6 and the winger, right? Then I think we'll win it. We'll win it, and I have good reason to believe so. I mean, last season, even if you ask any Arsenal fan, none of us expected to finish where we finished, and kudos to Arteta for that. A major reason, a major reason for that was squad depth. Right?
Kudos to Arsenal.
Kudos to Arteta.
To Arteta, because very simply, if you checked out last year's anybody's review, everybody said Arsenal won't make top 4. Forget competing. They said they will be the 6th team or 7th team. Any place you go, that's what it said. So kudos to him. And I think Arteta has finally figured out that sometimes you need to give credit where credit is due to the players and not dependent upon whom you like. Because whom you like sometimes make you pay heavy.
So do you think he has learned from that, or he's yet to learn?
Yes, I think he's become he's learned from that, because I think Holding is out of the door, or if he's going on loan or something, he's going to sit out or something. Holding was a major issue, and the problem is we still miss a 6. That's why I'm not that sure about it. As soon as we get a 6, I will be very sure. So the top 2 would be between Arsenal and City. That's what I believe. And thirdly, there's a big third, I think, would be Liverpool, because Liverpool finished really strong, and they're looking like, I like how they look right now with the midfield. I always thought the midfield was an issue, and they're trying to address it. On the 4th position, at the moment, with what United have, I do not believe they'll make top 4. But I believe that they're going to do a lot of mix and match with, I think, McTominay going, Maguire going, and them trying to bring Sofian Amrabat. If all these 3 things happen, I believe United will make it. I will believe United will make on the 4th position. 5th position will be a very tough fight between Chelsea and Spurs. And I think
no Newcastle away?
Huh?
No Newcastle?
Newcastle, the thing is, they're going to play Europe, right? They're going to play Europe, and both these teams are not playing Europe, and that might actually help catapult them even further up. But at present time, what I see, I believe that Spurs still need one more defender. That's what I truly believe, right?
Spurs you'll get that.
Yeah, I know you'll get there, but what you get there is also a question. What Levy gives you is another question.
We'll get another 17-year-old on 2 million or something.
Yeah, see, that is the reason, because I do agree Ange plays really good football, but he leaves gaping holes.
Yeah,
and that's a big issue, because the big teams, they will punish you. And at this point of time, even teams like Aston Villa have wingers like Diaby, who are so fast, so clinical. They will punish you. So I do believe you need to maybe when he plays in the league, he shuts shop. But from what I've seen in preseason, he doesn't look like that.
He doesn't look like, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
right? And
so 5th will be Chelsea or Spurs.
Chelsea, the simple thing is they have spent so much. If you keep spending so much in a single window, eventually you're going to get good players. It's going to happen.
exactly. Yeah.
And that's why they have a good squad, right? I'm just hoping that
they don't
click, because if they click,
Hmm.
I think Chelsea have the ability to be the dark horse like Arsenal was last season. But
I agree.
And Chelsea has this weird ability to thrive in chaos. It's the only team I have seen that as soon as there's chaos, they're fighting for it. They're fighting.
Told you, right? Under Conte, chaos.
Chaos, they thrive. That's
Chaos
the
is a
only
ladder.
team, bro.
Chaos is they thrive. And
I couldn't believe how
I-
Chelsea used to win cup no matter how everybody else is playing. Chelsea would just win cup out of somewhere.
just
Bro,
out
that
of somewhere.
that UCL that they won under Tuchel.
कुछ भी था.
Yeah.
सिटी को हरा दिया. मतलब क्या मजाक चल रहा है?
और अगले साल सैक भी हो गया.
वो तो
Even-
managerial change
वो तो
हुआ
होता-
and they're not.
Even Sarri wala season कैसा था यार? Like
Yeah.
overall season nothing.
They
and
won
then
a
won
FA
the
Cup or something.
Do you remember
Europa.
they had a ban and
Europa,
stuff? They had a ban and stuff, and under Lampard they made top 4 comfortably, bhai.
Yeah.
Comfortably.
Comfortably, yeah.
So as long as there is chaos in Chelsea,
They
it's a
thrive.
problem.
They'll thrive,
कुछ
yeah.
तो भी करते हैं वो भाई.
चेल्सी में अगर chaos नहीं है तो इनकी बैंड बजने वाली है ना, जैसे पॉटर के साथ हुआ था. सब हो चुका
सब
है,
बस है.
सब 8 साल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मिल रहा है,
टीम सेटअप है बढ़िया. हाँ.
तो दैट इज द ओनली टीम व्हेन आई विश कि कोई chaos ना हो भाई, है ना. जैसा है अच्छा चले, वो खुद बैंड बजा लेंगे.
सही बात है.
Chaos हुआ. I think when chaos occurs, they get this siege mentality kind of, that it is us against the world. And I think to a certain extent, Mourinho actually imbibed that into them. I do believe that he imbibed
So wonderfully
the culture
said.
of the
Best
of the
thing.
club.
Best point.
You know,
Yeah.
so they are just. That's why when I say Chelsea at 5th, I also believe that.
मतलब तूने मस्त बोला यार. मतलब Mourinho taught them chaos. Mourinho taught Stamford Bridge chaos.
He is the agent of
कि
chaos.
भाई हम अलग हैं. We are the outcast.
हाँ.
और हमको जीतना है. तो मतलब they rallied around the team, man. Like
and the difference was because Chelsea was a decent team that time also. Pehle bhi thi. But they were never title contenders.
Winners, yeah.
Right? So everybody embraced Mourinho. He tried to do the same at United. It was not possible because United were already the big boys. They are already the big boys. You cannot do that.
He couldn't do it at Spurs too.
When he came to Spurs was a different story. You know, Amit was saying, as Amit was saying, कि and जो है हर जगह जहाँ गया ट्रॉफी लेके आया है, and that's what the same was with Mourinho and Conte.
Correct. I told you that there should not be compared there, but
yeah. I'll be very honest. I do think Spurs is a sleeping club right now because they have good players. Bissouma is playing absolutely amazing in the preseason, and he was like उनका main midfielder actually वही है, right? So at the end of the day, I would like to just say I do believe that Arsenal or City will be first or second depending upon who they buy. Third would be Liverpool. Fourth would be
United.
Fourth would be United, and on the fifth I would just give Chelsea because you know it was close between Chelsea and Spurs, by the way. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
I also believe one thing, that last season was an outlier, or last 2 seasons. I believe that Spurs does have one of the best front threes, but we did not have a manager who can utilize them well. So if we get one, it will be a complete different story. But I'm just on the Arsenal front. I just want to add one thing, that I don't read a lot into last season because, as Abhay mentioned, last season was complete chaos, and there were no team. Every team was getting into shit, and the World Cup has destroyed everything last season. So it was a lot of things that were out of control. This is a proper season this time. I believe everybody is starting strong, and everybody is going into it full on all cylinders.
But I
want to continue on that.
Where people put Arsenal because quite frankly we were the youngest team last season, right? And with age a bit of maturity does come into play. But I do
there is a particular shift in mentality in Arsenal. That is clear.
Yeah, but I do agree with when you just see the team on the paper, you don't see killers in them. I do agree. But I do also believe that they are young players who have the ability to climb the stairs and take us to the promised land, right?
I think this season we will learn better about how actually Arsenal have shaped up. Yeah, this will be a better proof.
Shaped up.
I remember, I think, having a conversation with Khanna about this at last season. It felt Arsenal played fantastic, but it felt more like everybody else imploded than actually Arsenal, exploded kind of thing. So this season probably is a better and now a strong Arsenal, probably a better test for them this year.
Okay.
So let's see.
Yeah. Great. I mean, I'm just glad we didn't talk enough about Liverpool.
Yeah.
But
I feel like I talked the less, man. Yeah.
This was really good discussion, guys.
But eventually,
Yeah.
Eventually, if you look,
And-
everybody put Liverpool in the top 3, top 4 actually.
You know, Manish
Yeah,
was talking.
that
Manish was
was
talking that the
obvious.
Klopp magic is gone, and I was like, dude, do you remember the last season where we almost went to quadruple? Or like you're
Yeah.
completely forgetting that?
Almost.
Yeah,
It's
we are-
always almost.
So,
It's
I
okay,
just
man.
like
We-
something.
we
It's
played
so
every
wrong
possible
to
game.
egg on Jogekar. So
Ah,
wrong. Never egg
So
him
wrong.
on.
Never end on Jogekar.
Bye.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
United
Okay.
Liverpool will go on this
So
way
that's our-
always, and I will also want to hear what you guys think about your top 5. So please comment on our video. We will love to see what all of you feel and what you feel about our opinion.
Yeah.
So like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Premier League is starting,
Bye, guys.
boys.
Yes, Premier League
Yeah.
this weekend, guys. Bye.